Before we move on to Season 4, I'd like to show you the All-Americans. For Season 3, Jordan Love was your first-team All-American quarterback. D'Angelo Williams at running back. Christian McCaffrey. Roddy White, the UAB transfer. Rob Gronkowski from Arizona. Joe Staley from Central Michigan. Aiden Hutchinson from Michigan. Jason Pierre-Paul from USF. Mean Joe Green. Ed Oliver. Micah Parsons. Ray Lewis. TJ Watt. Charvarius Ward. And Jesse Bates. Second team, Donovan McNabb. Barry Sanders. Eric Dickerson, both in new places. And Randy Moss finally makes the list. Max Crosby, the transfer from Eastern Michigan. Dominican Sue, Aaron Donald, Khalil Mack, Fred Warner, Josh Hines-Allen, Jalen Ramsey, the transfer, and that is it. So we are at the start of Season 4, and check out this huge transfer. Dante Culpepper transfers from UCF to Georgia. Wow. Poor UCF. That was their shot right there. The preseason All-Americans for year number 4. It's CJ Stroud, Eric Dickerson, Derrick Henry gets some love, Deebo Samuel, another transfer, Justin Jefferson, another transfer, DK Metcalf, Hunter Henry, Reggie White, Max Crosby, and Dominican Sue, Ray Lewis. We don't know who all left for the NFL draft. That's one of the bad things, is we can't go to each school necessarily. I guess we could, but it may take forever. Baker Mayfield from Oklahoma, Bijan, Rashawn Salam, the Colorado great running back. Devontae Adams, former Fresno State great. Rob Gronkowski, Arizona. Jason Taylor is always in there and loyal to Akron. Manti Te'o, and that's it. I am still using Alabama. That's why the Alabama commits come up and the Alabama screen shows up, but I'm not recruiting for them or anything like that. So we will check out the Heisman watch after 9 weeks, I believe. Alex Smith is entrenched at number 1. Donovan McNabb is in at number 2. Baker Mayfield at 3. Jared Goff at 4. And yes, that's Cam Newton. He looks a little different in college than he did in the pros, but that's him. He is 5th. Let's check out the top 25. Alabama is number 1. Utah is number 2. Auburn number 3. Baylor is 4th. NC State 5th. Tennessee is that led by Peyton Manning. Cal, Jared Goff. I know I got questions about why didn't I go with Aaron Rodgers. Well, it was more recency bias, and Jared Goff is the better quarterback right now, even though Aaron Rodgers is a Hall of Famer, no doubt. K-State and Darren Sproles, if you guys remember him. Kentucky, Oklahoma, Notre Dame, USC, Ole Miss, Miami, Texas Tech, Colorado, Clemson, Oregon, Virginia Tech, Nebraska. UNLV is 8-0 behind Randall Cunningham, I would suspect. Syracuse, Rutgers, Indiana, and Tulane. And this isn't this year's Indiana. This is last year's Indiana. Let's look at the award watch list. As you can see, a cadre of well-known names. Trevor Lawrence is in there. The great Nate Davis from Ball State. Antoine Randall L., who became a wide receiver in the NFL, but was a great quarterback at Indiana. RG3 is still in school. Lamar Jackson is still in school. Brent Stockstill for Middle Tennessee State fans. Trey Hendrickson from Florida Atlantic. Max Crosby leading. Ray Rice in at number 2. Gale Sayers, the old Chicago Bears running back, and one of my old baseball coaches, and I mean old, with no disrespect. He was old when he coached me, but he used to be the blocking back for Gale Sayers at Kansas. Crazy, right? Bijan Robinson, Rashawn Salam, Eric Dickerson, D'Angelo Williams. There's Darren Sproles. The Lombardi Award, Reggie White's in there. Trey Hendrickson, Sue Crosby. Justin Herbert is still at Oregon. Phillip Rivers is the NC State quarterback. Brock Purdy, Iowa State's quarterback, and Doug Flutie for Boston College. Hunter Henry is number 2 at tight end right now. Let's check out the conference championship. So Western Kentucky and Liberty, one of them is going to come out of Conference USA. Utah and Baylor, one of those is going to come out of the Big 12. Eastern Michigan, even without their stud defensive end Max Crosby, they are still 8-4, and Miami is 9-3. They will battle it out for the MAC championship. Here's the Sun Belt Championship. Auburn and Alabama, of course. Rice and East Carolina. UNLV and Nevada. Michigan and Rutgers. And NC State behind Phillip Rivers is number 1 against number 5 Miami. As of right now, Miami University is in the Fighting Ben Roethlisbergers. How is that possible that NC State is 5th, even though they're ranked number 1 in the nation? That is nuts. K-State and Auburn, Clemson and Cal, Texas Tech and Utah, and then Alabama, Baylor, Miami, and Rutgers. The Derrick Henry-led Alabama Crimson Tide beat the Cam Newton-led Auburn Tigers. Let's check out the CFP bracket now. So it looks pretty much the same, except NC State now is at number 1, like they should be. Liberty pulls off this one. Malik Willis, 206 yards passing, 2 TDs, no interceptions, and he had 64 yards rushing, 4.9 yards per carry. Baylor just outlasts Utah. RG3, 302 yards, 3 TDs, 1 interception. Alex Smith, 193 yards passing, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception, 9 carries, 34 yards, and a touchdown. There is Big Ben Roethlisberger, 6'5", 240, 373 yards, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. He even ran for 10 yards on 5 carries. Look at that. Derrick Henry is still splitting carries. There's the white Cam Newton, 182 yards, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. Rice, East Carolina, David Garrard, a great quarterback in the NFL for a number of years, especially for the Jacksonville Jaguars. Nevada upsets UNLV. There he is, guys. Love him or hate him. Colin Kaepernick, 246 yards, 1 TD, 1 interception, 11 carries, 51 yards. Randall Cunningham, 239 yards passing, 2 TDs, 2 interceptions, 6 carries for 21 yards. Ray Rice was 16 carries, 121 yards, 1 touchdown. And then number 1 NC State beat number 5 Miami 35-30. Phillip Rivers, 225 yards passing, 4 TDs, 0 interceptions. So that's right, the 50-year-old white guy with great hair, which I would love, is the Heisman Trophy winner for 2028. That's right, Donovan McNabb from Syracuse throws for 3,100 yards, 33 touchdowns, and no interceptions. He didn't beat out Alex Smith, but somehow he won the Heisman. I guess this was the last week, and McNabb must have just got more votes than him. But Alex Smith was in the lead. Cam Newton was right there. RG3 and Jared Goff in the top 5. I think Alex Smith won Player of the Year. Malik Willis and Lamar Jackson round out the crew. Phillip Rivers comes in 6th. For the number 1 NC State Wolfpack. That's a little shocking. Reggie White comes in 4th for Best Defensive Player. Sue 5th. Max Crosby 9th. Ray Rice wins Running Back of the Year. If he just wouldn't have done what he did, he might have gone down as one of the greats. But you got to be so careful what you do on and off the field. It can haunt you for the rest of your life. D'Angelo Williams finishes in the top 12, as does Rashawn Salam and Darren Sproles. So Randy Moss nowhere to be seen. Alex Smith is going to pick up plenty of hardware. There's Patrick Mahomes, finally, number 7 on the Johnny Unitas Golden Arm Award list. Randall Cunningham, 8th. I think they got kind of railroaded, as did maybe Michael Vick, but I guess I'd have to see their stats. There's Trey Hendrickson, Hunter Henry, just one guy away from the best tight end. Gronkowski finishes 7th. So your All-Americans, not good enough to be the Heisman Trophy winner, but the first team All-American quarterback is Alex Smith. Ray Rice, Eric Dickerson in there. Jason Taylor, Mr. Loyal, he wins the Loyalty Award for sticking at Akron. Max Crosby, Sue, Ray Lewis, Donovan McNabb, the Heisman Trophy winner, finishes 2nd team All-American, which sounds logical, right? Bijan Robinson, Gale Sayers, Rob Gronkowski, Reggie White, Dick Butkus made it. He did all he could for the Fighting Illini. Let's look at the CFP bracket after one game. Oh my goodness. Miami University, led by Ben Roethlisberger, upsets Jared Goff and the Cal Bears 27-24. Alex Smith beats Darren Sproles and K-State 38-31. Cam Newton beats Ray Lewis in Miami 31-23 in a minor upset. And Clemson beats Ray Rice and Rutgers 48-28. Alabama beats Auburn, so sends Cam Newton home. Ooh, and Michigan just barely beat the Ben Roethlisbergers of Miami, and Utah spanked number 1 NC State and Phillip Rivers, so that Fighting Alex Smith's beat Phillip Rivers led NC State Wolfpack 42-28. So the 4 seed Michigan plays the 8 seed Utah, and number 3 Alabama plays number 2 Baylor. Whoa, Alabama got beat by the Fighting RG3s. If Baylor somehow beats Michigan, this will be their 2nd national championship in the 4 years that I've done this. So Michigan takes down Utah 28-21, unless I saw something wrong. Aiden Hutchinson is no longer at Michigan to help them, so they beat Alex Smith on their own. So this is for all the marbles, the national championship. The Michigan Wolverines looking for their first national championship and doing it apparently without Aiden Hutchinson. Their GOAT, Baylor, comes out with RG3. RG3 was a transcendental player when he played, that's for sure. So here we are, 1:16 left in the 4th quarter. Baylor up 17-14 on Michigan. They run the ball. Number 39 picks up 15 yards for a Baylor first down, forcing a Michigan timeout. So 2nd and 9 for Baylor with 1:06 left. They run the ball again to number 39. It's RG3 has become just a handoff artist at this point. That didn't sound right. Oh, and he throws it to 12, and that is almost a touchdown. But I think Baylor can just kneel it out now, and they can. They're at the 1-inch line. They could score so easily, but that would give Michigan the ball back. So 17-14 will be your final. I believe RG3 has led his Baylor team to 2 national titles in 4 years. That is amazing. Unbelievable, really. You wonder what the difference would have been if Aiden Hutchinson would have stayed in school and he would have been screaming around that corner coming after RG3, but we will never know. In this universe, Baylor is king. I'd like to thank all of you guys for watching. If you're not a subscriber, please hit that subscribe button. Hit that noti bell if you would too. Please smash the like button and leave me any comments you have. I'd love to hear from you guys always. And it means so much to me to get comments and likes, all that good stuff that all the other great YouTubers get. Take care, guys.